Okay, so my name is Stephanie, and I worked at the Nova Scotia Museum of Natural History, which is located in Halifax on Summer Street. So I had three main projects at the museum. I worked with the education collection, and so basically the education collection was in one room, and it wasn't very accessible to the public or to the employees. So I took the collection, and basically you can see here where we're just kind of working with the collection. We're restoring it, we're labeling it, we're making sure that the conservation standards are up to code for that province and for the museum standards in general. So I learned a lot about storing, a lot about how to store things. I guess I hadn't really known a lot about it before. It was a really interesting project. I also worked with a lot of frontline education work. So I worked with a lot of the museum's new exhibitions, for example, Sue the T-Rex, which was a very interesting exhibition from Chicago, and also Noodleum, which is basically a forest, a man-made forest built in the museum. I got to socialize with a lot of people, learn about programming, learn a lot about talking to people and how to get through to different groups, different age groups and things. I also did a lot of volunteer management, in which I basically did interviews. I made sure the volunteers were doing okay. I actually wrote a whole volunteer handbook manual for the museum as well, which was very interesting. So I felt this experience was very educational, very worthwhile. I made a lot of connections. I learned a lot of new things. I was able to put a lot of the theoretical knowledge that we learned into practice at the museum, and I feel more prepared for the museum work that I'm actually going into. So I'm very thankful for this experience.